everyone, and welcome back to my daily diabetic life, right? Okay, so, I wanted to give you an update or announcement, for those of you that are watching it. Myself, my daughter and I, in about a month from now, are going to be going to Texas to visit my parents, and then we're flying out from Texas to California to go to Disneyland, and, I hate this camera angle. It really makes me look like I've got a belly. I don't. Oh, edit that one out. Okay, so sorry about that. So I'm driving on the way to work. Things are. It is fall time outside, and the fall has affected me. I am vaccinated, fully vaccinated. So I know, and I have the sniffles. I know it's not that. I know it's not the Rona. But anyways, I wanted to let you guys know that my daughter and I are going to this vacation. I'm looking very forward to it because it's going to get me out of here for a little bit. And hopefully I get inspired. I'm an artist on the side, and hopefully I get inspired by what I'm seeing, what I'm looking at, what I'm getting videos on, and I wanted to get videos of our vacation and update you guys as well with that. I have certain goals, as we all do. My goal is to be simplistic, or whatever it is that I really want to simplify my life and moderate my life so that it isn't as cluttered as it always is. And I wanted to change that. But doing that is so hard sometimes because if it's not work, it's the kids. If it's not the kids, it's, my diabetes. If it's not my diabetes, it's just always something there. And so I wanted to change that up a little bit, and I'm always looking for time for myself. I've got 2 jobs. I don't know if you call door dashing a side hustle, but I have been doing that over the weekends, trying to gather as much money as I can for going to this vacation. And I really need some help because every time I get some money, it's gone. It's gone. And I'm like, ugh, and it's one thing after another, paying the car off, paying the rent off, paying the bills, and every month. So, I just wanted to let you guys know what I'm up to. It's been a very short time, and since a very long time since I put out a video on YouTube, and I want to make that different. I've been watching so much other stuff, and I've come across this one guy. He looks like me, sounds just like me, has a life like me, but he's out there, and what he's doing is he's flipping objects. He's flipping them. He has a couple of different eBay accounts. He's especially attuned to items that, like backpacks and shoes and hats, and that are sports oriented, maybe shirts, stuff like that. And what he'll do is he'll clean them up, put them out on eBay, and he might find them at a Goodwill store, and it's not a Goodwill store per se. What it is it is affiliated with Goodwill, but it's their outlet store. You'll find bins, and they sell everything for like 99 cents a pound. So he'll find big bins of whatever is in the bins. He'll pick and choose amongst the bins, take them to a weigh machine, and okay, you spent, you got $10 worth of stuff, 10 pounds worth of stuff. That's $10 plus tax, and that's what he does. And then he flips that, and his goal is to make $1,000 in 1 month. That's his goal. And $1,000 is nothing. I mean, who can live off of that, right? But golly, I really need to put my thing forward. Dusty. All right, so that's way too forward. Anyways, he's doing that, but for him, this is just a ways to a beginning of certain things. Like, he's challenging himself to flip these things, and he feels really pumped about it because he'll find something, maybe a leaf blower with a battery attached. It's still good. Cleans it up, sells it. Finds it for $15 and sells it for 40. And he'll do that periodically for all kinds of things. He's also got a Play It Again outlet in his town that he lives in. I don't know where he lives. I haven't bothered to do my research too far on that. This stuff probably he can get away. If I lived in Seattle, I don't. I live in a little town north of Seattle, about an hour, maybe 45 minutes north of Seattle. Now, if I lived in Seattle, I probably could get away with some of this stuff, like every day, just hustling it. I probably could make more than $1,000 a month, right? So I think I could get away with something like that, but it's very inspiring, is what I'm telling you, is that, man, and who couldn't use $1,000 extra in a month? Who couldn't use that? Just hustling over the weekends, or what in between in between the work week, right? So, or coming home after work, and that's what you do. Your side hustle is just flipping this stuff, checking your eBay accounts and mailing stuff off. And you wind up with, anything between $200 to $500 or $1,000 extra a month, just because you're going out to these places, finding them and cleaning them up and flipping them for people. And the stuff that he's getting away, that he's finding is like amazing. I mean, Eddie Bauer backpacks, REI equipment, and stuff like that. Like, who gets rid of this stuff, right? A lot of people do, is my point. A lot of people just get rid of the clutter in their life, and it's all good stuff. It's just never been used or hardly used, and they used it 2 or 3 times and thought they were going to pick it up, and it just wasn't for them, whatever. So that's what he's doing. And he's not limiting himself, like, he's doing his research. And I was like, okay, can I handle that? Maybe not, like looking up every item and seeing what people are paying for it, what they're not paying, what if an item can sell or not. Like, for instance, he picked up a pair of Lady Ugg boots, right? I remember 5 years ago that might have been in. Is it in now? I don't think so. But he picked up a pair and for like $2 at Goodwill, cleaned them up, and sold them for 40. Even though they're not in fashion. Like, amazing. So that's inspiring for me. That's inspiring. And what he did was he challenged himself to start every month from zero. So every month he's hustling. He is starting from zero. He literally does take no money out of his pocket, drives around neighborhoods, finds these dumpsters, goes to apartment complexes and finds whatever furniture or whatever they're putting out to be thrown away, picks that up. Not whatever, but he'll pick up certain items for free from the dump or whatever, cleans it up, flips it, makes that profit, takes that profit and reinvests and reinvests and reinvests until he's got $1,000 in his pocket. That's what he does. He challenges himself every month to do that, the start of every month. And he started his second eBay store now. So, like, he's got 2 simultaneously running. And I'm just like, genius. Genius. So, it sounds like a lot of effort. But if you're on, at first I imagine it would be. But if you're on top of your items and your sales and your store, how much effort could it be? Other than packing stuff up and get them out of there. At the Play It Again outlet store, he'll take stuff that he got from Goodwill, that he bought for pennies on the pound. Sometimes he doesn't even clean them up. He just brings them right over to the Play It Again store, and they will write him a check for the money right there. And he'll go in and he'll be like, look, all this stuff cost me $15. I need more than $15 to make a profit here. So he won't tell them that. He'll tell the viewers that. He walks in to Play It Again, where you can, where they'll sell refurbished and sports equipment and memorabilia and whatever. And he'll walk in there and double his money. And it's like easy money. And I'm like, oh my gosh, the hustles that people are coming up with. And I just wanted to put this video out to let people know, you got yourself somewhere in life from your own 2 hands, your own 2 feet. And even if it's from nothing, even if it's, from the public library, and you borrowed a book and you photocopied some pages in that book because you needed those, and you take those photocopied pages and you put them, to good use. You still started from nothing, and now look at yourself. Look at yourself now. Here you are. You're somebody. You might be 1 paycheck away from living under a bridge, but you pulled yourself up from nothing. And I don't want anybody to forget that. Anybody. You're worth it. We're all worth it. And we all matter. If not one of us matters, then none of us matter. And we all matter. You're all $100 bills to me, no matter how dirty you think you are. So hang in there, do your thing, know that you're supported and you're loved, and try not to clash, with people out there. Even though there might be some bad ones out there, there might be some Karens and some, some people that are just not good on this planet. Try to give them try to give yourself and them a little space, because that's all we're asking for, right? Like when we get in those times of anxiety, frustration, we need a little space to think things. Some of us just don't realize it, right? My daughter and my ex-wife, when they get frustrated, they start crying. They don't want anybody else. But as a dad, I want to go to my daughter and that's not necessarily good, because they want their space. They want to just have a little space to figure things out. I don't understand how they got that way. It's not the way I was raised. But I'm coming to an understanding, right? So when they want to hold, when they want to be close, when they want me to hold them, they'll let me. And I just gotta pay attention, right? And that's what I'm asking you. I watch it. Be sympathetic. I understand that in that situation, in those intimate moments that we have, that not everybody is thinking the same way you are. I certainly learned this the hard way, and I hope that you guys figure it out the easy way. Alright, I'll talk more later. Have a good night and a good life.